Ashton TV, joined by manager Steve Cunningham after the 1-0 victory at Hurstcross against Macclesfield. Gaffer, 2 words, Sam Baird. What a bullet header that was.
Why are you giving him all the credit?
You've scored it. Oh, it's a fantastic ball from Lowy.
I'm celebrating 2 years today, and it's 2 words, Steve Cunningham. No, I'm joking. No, mate, what a header. I wouldn't start with that only from a point of view, and I mean that sincerely to Sam. It's a great header, but I think there's 14, 15 players there, including Tom Dent, who didn't go on, that deserves every credit as much as Sam Baird, because everything that they put in the game that led to that moment, it's a shared success. Great header, great way to win a game of football in the 94th minute where there's only 30 seconds left from the retake, so it's a massive, massive win, and I'm immensely proud from all the players. I think we deserved it. I think we rode our luck in a couple of moments where they've hit the post and the crossbar a couple of times, but they've not gone in. We've had chances, you know, but the one that counted we've took, and I just feel that we owed a performance, not as revenge for the 7-1. I just know how good this team can be, and everyone said I had an absolute head loss after that interview, including some of our fans. I made a statement very, very brashly after the interview, but I meant every word of it, and we made a couple of changes. The players have took on board in a real deep dive week after that. It was the worst week in my life. And then the response has been, we've lost 1 in our last 10 games, and we've been to Hyde, we've been to Stockton. We've just beat top of the league. They are the best team in the league, by the way. Even they've not had their best game tonight. I think we've made them look average at times, but that's because we were just really at it. But they're entitled to the odd off game, because even in moments in the game where I didn't feel they could score, all of a sudden a break of pace down the left hand side with the 2 full-backs. I think it changed more when the left back was swapped over and he come on, and then both wingers that really got into the game, and they looked they could score if they really wanted to and go forward. So fair play to them. A bit like the Liverpool scenario with United midweek. United have been in disastrous form, but they put in a real shift and got the reward. Liverpool looked like they could score at any time, and I think, you know, credit to Robbie Savage. He takes a lot of crap, he really does, and me and him have had 100 phone calls in the last 3 days. I've spoke to him more than my family members and my kids, but I don't think he does deserve all the grief he does get, and I don't mean that to kiss his arse now, because I'm angry with him, and I'm angry with not Robbie, not angry with him at all, that's the wrong thing to say. I'm angry with their club a little bit. I'm angry with the chairman a little bit. I'm angry with their supporters a little bit. Every support that come tonight from Macclesfield, thank you, because you've seen once you've got here, not one bit of snow, clear roads. Our volunteers have worked really hard without shifting snow, but we've been abused on their online platforms about irresponsible safety of players and supporters leaving Macclesfield. But only 4 or 5 weeks ago, they made Blythe travel from the northeast, and they had 100 volunteers on Macclesfield's pitch shoveling snow off their pitch. So all I'm going to say is, if you're going to slander our club for our genuine efforts in the fair spirit of the game of getting the game on, which we didn't need to do too much work because it's not snowed, we wish every Macclesfield supporter and the Morecambe supporters who came and watched, because they were stood by my dugout, some genuine Macclesfield fans were by my dugout, lovely compliments, and I really thank you for that, and I hope they have a safe journey home. But just remember, if you are going to say things, make sure you replicate that at your place as well, because that did upset me before the start of the game, and I spoke to Robbie about it, and he understood. He tried to explain it a little bit, but once you make one comment, your fans are going to jump on it, especially if you're the chairman, and I think it was just a little bit below the belt. But that said, not to take the gloss off the game, Macclesfield are a worthy opponent. They deserve to be at the top of the league. They've spanked us twice, and they've beat us in 2 other games, so that's the first win in 5. So we're not going to get overly carried away. The celebrations are there, but that's because we're on a good run. We want to get in the playoff spaces. We're losing a player, which we'll discuss in a minute. The emotions are high, and you've scored in the 94th minute. That does give you a little bit of ecstasy, and I think we deserved it. And if we can't enjoy that as a football club, not because it's Macclesfield, we've done that when we've beat other teams. We haven't raised our game because it's Macclesfield. It's certainly not our cup final. We've been doing that every week. We did it to FC United in the first half on Saturday. We've done it to other teams. We're a very good side on our day, and at the moment we're just starting to justify why I make so many noises about how good this group actually is.
Jordan Easton making his first start of his second loan spell. Some superb saves from Jordan.
He's made one good save. And honestly, I've just been talking about this and someone said, no, you're right. He's done a couple of punches. I expect him to do that. Their keeper's done exactly the same. In the first half, their keepers padded 4 away. My keeper's punched 3, but he's made 1 good save in the whole game. So, yeah, he's done well. But honestly, I just don't want to take away the gloss from my performance. We've not been lucky tonight. With the first half, first 45 minutes, Jordan Easton had nothing to do all game. So I think it was even in terms of the keeper. So if we're going to say Jordan's made good saves, their keeper did as well. But yeah, I'm delighted as well because I love Jordan Easton and I thought he was outstanding as well.
You mentioned an outgoing there, Gaff.
Yeah, I'm upset about that one, mate, because my first signing when I first come to the football club 2 years ago was Nathan Lowe in a cluster of players that I brought in, and Nathan's got the opportunity to go to Australia on a full-time contract. I'm delighted for him, but I'm also upset because I'm losing a very good mate of mine. I spent time with him outside of football as well. The kid's had a rough time in non-league football. Sometimes it's on his own doing, but that lad has got some serious ability. And we've backed him. We let him go to Australia in the summer. This is a bit of a different one, this one. This is full-time football with a top club, and he's getting a job opportunity with it as well. His mum and dad are going with him as well, which is unbelievable for the family. They're going to have a great life out there, and you saw the celebrations with the fans with Lowy at the end. We're going to miss him, but as a football club, we're definitely going to send him on his way with his best wishes, and we hope nothing but success for him.
And looking ahead to Saturday then, weather permitting again, but Matlock away. Just keep that momentum rolling through. Use that 94th minute winner to keep it going through to Matlock.
Not just the 94th minute winner, the performance. Honestly, mate, I'm coming at you with your questions because I feel like let's not make it sound like we've got lucky here. We took our chance when it come. We deserved it. We out-battled them at times. We outworked them at times. Second half, they've had 20 minutes of a real good goal, but they haven't scored. But let's talk about the first half where we were brilliant. We were outstanding. So what we are going to take into Saturday, if the game's on, is a real performance that we did on Saturday against FC United. Like we've done in the other 8 games before. We've lost 1 in our last 10 games. I'm not asking people to shout from the rooftops about how good Ashton United are. We'll go under the radar. That's not a problem because we might not make the playoffs. There's still 19 games to go. But at the moment, this group of players deserves every bit of credit that I'm trying to give them. And I want people to stand up and take notice that this group of players is a very good team. And what we're going to take into Saturday if the game is on is a continuation of all the performances we've been doing in the last 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. Because they deserve it. And this isn't a one-off. I just want to make that very, very clear. But I just want to finish off, and I don't want people to jump on this like they do on social media. Say, I've lost my head, I'm ranting and I've bitten and all this. I just think it was a little bit off with the way that we were sort of treated with the efforts of our club for getting a game of football on. And in the spirit of the competition, what a fantastic game of football. I think every fan's enjoyed it. Neutrals, our fans, their fans. Now, I am hearing that the weather is bad on the way back. Mine is as well. I live in Burnley and 3 of the roads are closed. I might have to sleep in the changing room tonight. But I just want to wish everybody a safe travel back because the game is done now. It's a game of football. It's 3 points. We're all going to move on to bigger and better things. They're certainly going to go on and probably win the league. There's no doubt about that. Unless they have a major drop-off and we catch them. I'm coming for you, Robbie. But I do wish everybody a safe trip home and good luck for the rest of the season to Macclesfield.